No, 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 no. No. No.
Honorable.
No. I was simply thanking the speaker so I could go and take my seat.
Okay.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you.
I can sit without being held in my waist. Thank you, Honorable.
Thank you, Honorable Justine Nameere. You reminded me of the former members of Parliament, like Honorable Winnie Chiza, Honorable Miriam Matembe, Honorable Winnie Byanyima, among many more. Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes politics is not remembered because of the law that was passed. Sometimes it is remembered because of one moment, one decision, one person refusing to move. The Uganda's parliament once again found itself at the center of a national conversation after a dramatic moment involving the Minister of State for Local Government, Honorable Justine Nameere. During a heated parliamentary sitting discussing the roadmap for the LC1 and LC2 elections, cameras captured something that immediately exploded across social media. Honorable Nameere remained standing despite the pressure from colleagues. Despite visible attempts to manage proceedings, she refused to sit. And within minutes, clips flooded TikTok, X, Facebook, and WhatsApp. As usual, people shared their opinions. Some Ugandans called her fearless, while others called her disrespectful. Of course, everybody is entitled to their opinions. Some described her as a leader with conviction, and others opined that she had crossed the line of parliamentary etiquette. So, who is right? Was this an act of courage? Was it indiscipline? Or is the answer somewhere in between? Before we analyze the law, let's first watch exactly what happened.
Mobilization.
Yes.
Which you have
Honorable,
done very well.
right.
I don't know if you have. I just wanted to know if you have any legal mandate.
Honorable members, none of you has a right to tell any member of parliament to sit down. No, 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 no. No. No.
Honorable.
No. I was simply thanking the speaker so I could go and take my seat.
Okay.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you.
I can sit without being held in my waist. Thank you, Honorable.
Watching that moment, it's easy to understand why opinions have become divided. Leadership is not always comfortable. You and I know that history often remembers people who stood firm when they genuinely believed they were defending an important cause. On this day, Honorable Nameere wasn't simply refusing to sit. She was refusing to abandon an argument she believed deserved to be heard. The subject under discussion, the roadmap for LC1 and LC2 elections, affects governance at the grassroots. As the Minister for Local Government, village leadership is where government meets ordinary citizens. If a minister sincerely believes an explanation is essential, should that explanation be cut short? You see, conviction matters. And quite frankly, ministers are not merely political appointees. They expected to defend government policy, sometimes passionately, sometimes forcefully, and sometimes against enormous pressure. Seeing her standing her ground demonstrates confidence, it shows ownership, and it reflects accountability. To many Ugandans, this was an example of courage rather than confrontation. Let's watch.
Honourable Minister for Local Government.
Right Honourable Speaker, thank you so much. I humbly request, Right Honourable, that the Honourable members are allowed to react to specifically what I presented, because tomorrow we already have laid out programs of the ministry being in the field, and they were shifted to...
You see, Honourable Minister, what I'm saying
But
is
however,
simple.
the Ministry of Justice, I'm just saying, if the Ministry of Justice is specifically going to present, Right Honourable Speaker, I beg for your protection.
Yeah, please, please. Honourable, continue.
Thank you, Right
Continue.
Honourable. If the Ministry of Justice will present tomorrow without specifically needing the backing of the ministers of local government, we would kindly appreciate that.
Now, Honourable Minister, why I was saying this, this information you brought is from Ministry of Justice, is from Electoral Commission. It is from Ministry of Justice, which supervises Electoral Commission. Now, yours is mobilization,
Yes.
which you have
Honourable,
done very well.
right.
I don't know if you have. I just wanted to know if you have any legal mandate.
Honourable members, none of you has a right to tell any member of parliament to sit down. No.
Honourable.
No.
Now comes perhaps the most important question. Who actually has authority inside Parliament? Is it the government chief whip or the speaker? For those who might not be aware, Uganda's constitution draws a clear line between political leadership and parliamentary authority. The government chief whip plays a significant political role. The office of the chief whip helps coordinate government business, mobilize members, maintain party discipline, and ensure that government legislation progresses efficiently. But does the chief whip possess legal authority to command another member of parliament or even cabinet minister to sit down during proceedings? No. Should other members of parliament tell a colleague to sit down? Again, no. Under Uganda's constitution and the rules of procedure of parliament, the presiding authority during the sitting rests with the speaker, or in the speaker's absence, the deputy speaker or any other duly authorized presiding officer. It is the chair who maintains order. It is the chair who recognizes members to speak. It is the chair who may direct a member of parliament to sit down, withdraw their remarks, or move out of the chambers. But that also happens under the applicable rules. So the constitutional conversation is not simply about whether Honorable Nameere was right or wrong. It is also about understanding where political influence ends and formal parliamentary authority begins.
Mr. Speaker, you know I don't like responding to fools.
Order.
The Bible says in the
Can
book
you
of,
withdraw that?
it's
There
in
are
the
no
book,
fools in this house.
in the book of Proverbs 26, the Bible says, Mr. Speaker, that never respond to a fool
seat.
because the...
Order, Baba Winner. Order, Baba Winner. In this house, order members, whether a member represents fishermen from the shores of the lake or the sea.
A fool is somebody who does not understand something.
Order. Order. Order, Baba
If I
Winner.
think that somebody is a fool, why should...
Order, Baba Winner. You withdraw and apologize?
I withdraw
And apologize.
I don't apologize, Mr. Speaker.
Withdraw and apologize.
You can give the mic to somebody else, Mr. Speaker.
Okay.
And I don't withdraw.
Okay, truncate the mic.
One phrase kept appearing online after this incident: the Gen Z energy. Now, globally, younger legislators are often more willing to challenge convention, use symbolic acts, and communicate in ways that go beyond the parliament's chambers. We've seen similar moments elsewhere in the world. For example, in New Zealand, Hana-Clarke, one of the youngest MPs, attracted worldwide attention after performing a haka during a parliamentary debate, turning a legislative moment into a global conversation. Another example is Maxwell Frost, who became the first member of Gen Z elected in the US Congress and is known for direct activist-style advocacy on issues ranging from gun violence to social justice. Another example is from the United Kingdom. Zarah Sultana and Nadia have built reputations for robust interventions and openly challenging both government and, at times, their own party's leadership. Across Africa, younger legislators have also embraced more confrontational and media savvy styles. For example, in Kenya, Babu Owino has frequently attracted attention for his outspoken interventions inside and outside parliament. Now, coming back to Uganda, I can't remind you of Honorable Zake Francis, and so on. So, to remind you of the question, did Minister Nameere act like that due to the Gen Z energy or influence? Looking at the examples I listed above, quite frankly, the methods differ. The political systems differ. But the common thread is unmistakable. Many younger politicians appear less willing to accept traditional expectations of quiet conformity. So whether that strengthens democracy or increases political polarization remains a subject of active debate. Beyond personalities, beyond party politics, this episode leaves Uganda with several important questions. Can Parliament encourage passionate debate while preserving order? Should ministers insist even when it creates visible tension? As Uganda's political landscape evolves, young leaders will inevitably bring different communication styles, different expectations, and different approaches to authority. Institutions must determine how these styles fit within established rules designed to ensure orderly debate. We need to understand that democracy requires both conviction and procedure. Because without conviction, debate becomes empty. And without procedure, debate becomes disorder. Today's viral clip might fade from social media in a few days, but the constitutional questions it has raised, the questions about leadership, authority, political courage, and parliamentary discipline are likely to remain with us for much longer. Now we would like to hear from you. Was Honorable Justine Nameere right to stand her ground, or she should have just sat down? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you have enjoyed this video, remember to like, subscribe, and share it. Until next time, stay informed, stay engaged, and keep asking the difficult questions.